Once upon a time, YouTube represented the pinnacle of creative democracy. Ideas, music, art, and other cultural artifacts expressed freely and available to all, both as spectator and performer. The acknowledgement and success of a few, due to the participation of the many, satisfied the best aspects of collectivism and individualism. Anyone could share their skills and creative endeavors with the world. It no longer had to be approved by a pompous television executive who probably decided it would be a better idea to show the 8th series of Puppy Love, in which Paris Hilton's Chihuahua Mitzi seeks to find her true soulmate after a troubled history. Her story the epitome of love overcoming fear. The freedom to broadcast without any profit-driven incentive or complicated calculations on how to maximize ratings amongst this or that demographic led to an era of true expression. There were moments of true genius, profound insights into the human psyche, collaborative music efforts, opinions reflecting topical issues of the day. And of course there were a lot of lolcats. A lot of lolcats. But as it happened, as it inevitably does, YouTube sold out faster than McDonald's during an epidemic of obese Americans in a burger famine. Yes, despite the fact that if it wasn't for smaller independent video producers, YouTube would never have got going in the first place. Now the big boys are in town, and they don't like your videos. Why not? Don't worry, it's not because they don't simply love your video, Chocolate Rain Guy versus the Fat Jedi Kid. They don't like them because people watching your silly opinion vlogs aren't watching their channels, and that is where the advertising revenue is. It's very simple. Over the years, YouTube has continued to implement methods to make the smaller channels basically invisible, reducing them to nothing more than a humorous afterthought like a ridiculous "and finally" section of a news segment. The most absurd move in recent times is the removal of the star rating system. I remember a time when the ratings were even on the thumbnails of suggested videos. Take a look. They're not there anymore, are they? No. And even if they were, it would only be that most primitive of expression, like or dislike. I'm a human being, and I have a wide range of preferences, attitudes, and sensibilities towards the videos I watch, so why reduce my expression of such even further? Making the ratings practically irrelevant is a great way for YouTube to push videos from larger corporate channels, even if they're less popular than the "I have a dream" speech at a BMP conference. Then there is the issue of fair use. Fair use is taking content that somebody else has created and using it to create something new, or using it for criticism or commentary. This perfectly legal practice, which is separate from piracy, allows video creators to use existing content in a new way, contributing and reflecting on the cultural zeitgeist. From remixed videos to misheard lyrics, parodies, and even whole songs made from quotes, the read-write culture democratizes art and media. A particularly quirky, insightful, or funny video echoes through the YouTube memeplex like a giant bellowing in a cathedral. During its reasonably short history, despite the rhetoric, YouTube has never really been a defender of the little guy, never a defender of the open culture that it itself has created. Instead of standing by these cultural permutations, YouTube has instead decided to criminalize these activities by implementing many algorithmic sorting programs that automatically remove videos with copyrighted content, whether or not they adhere to the principles of fair use. The ability of a new YouTube user to be heard over the far louder sponsored videos is gradually being diminished, and today's YouTube, with its over-bombardment of advertising and oh so helpful suggestions, is making it more and more like the idiot box which we came here to escape. There is a constant battle for freedom and democracy on the internet, and independent content producers here on YouTube often find themselves on the front line, intentionally or otherwise, I cannot offer any easy solutions to the plethora of problems plaguing prosumers. We were experiencing the birth pangs of a new age of human interaction, and as with any modality in its infancy, these formative years are crucial in determining how the system will develop. Vigilance and activism are small but necessary prices to pay for the freedom of expression we are entitled to.